Good afternoon, folks. This is Marc with Marc's Mobility. We're looking here at a nice Permobil F3 Power Chair. These are your high-end power chairs. So this power chair here is fully loaded. It has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet, and it also has the forward tilt. 5 electrical function, all kinds of goodies on this chair. Remember, this is a high-end power chair. This chair is made in Sweden. The highest quality power chair you can get. So all the functions to make the seat move in all directions can be done always through the joystick. Then you have the switch box right here. I'm going to use that switch box, it's quicker for me. So the first button, if I push it down, you'll see the seat start to go up. The seat on this chair, now remember folks, these numbers starts at 23. So when you're down, the top of the seat will be at 23 inches. And if you add 12 inches, by the time you're all the way to the top, you'll be at 35 inches, folks. The nice thing about this, when you're all the way to the top, you can see right there, you're going to be eye level with who the person in the chair. You can talk to that person eye level, and they can also drive the chair with the seats elevated. So if you're using this chair in your kitchen, you're always going to want to be, this is your sink right here. You come in sideways. Raise your arm, you work away from your joystick. So if you're doing dishes right here, away from the joystick so no water gets on here. And then, so this just a little suggestion, this is how you do it. You don't come in forward because you'd be working like this, which would be a lot harder, okay? So this is the seat elevated. As you can see, the chair will drive with the seat elevated. Let's bring the seat down. And I want to show you another option. So I'm just going to bring it down to here. I'm going to bring the legs back in, all the way in, the feet. You see them going in. And I want to shut the foot plates down. So some of you have trouble getting out of your chair. You could get out this way with no problem, but this chair has the forward tilt. So now if I push the button, you'll see the bottom here. You see the seat tilting forward. So if you have trouble getting out of your chair, folks, I mean, you just bring it to the end like this and you're already standing out of your chair. Very good thing to have if you have trouble getting out of your chair. I'm going to bring the seat back down. Well, bring the tilt backward. And now we're going to put the foot plates back down. And we're going to bring the seat all the way back down to the bottom. So far we've done the seat lift. Well, before we go all the way down, let's look at the bottom of the chair. So this is a front wheel drive, so that means your drive wheel is up front. What does that mean? That means all the weight of the chair and the user is going to wind up on the bottom right here, all the weight of the chair, which gives you better traction if you're going to go in the yard. So if you're going to go in the yard, you're not going to have that spin out, just like a car loaded with sand or a pickup truck. So you're going to have real good traction in the yard, so it's really good for inside the house, and it's also really good for the yard, okay? This chair has suspension all the way around. You can see a shock right here, and there's another one here, and they're adjustable with this little ring right here, okay? There's 2 shocks on this side, 2 on the other side. It gives you that great suspension front and rear, okay? You also have anchor points. You can't see there, but there's a place inside of here, inside of there, you can hook up your chair if you need to secure and tie it down, okay? There's a motor, and by the way, these wheels are 14-inch and they're solid tires. They're not going to mark your floor in your house, so you don't have to worry about that. There's a motor for each wheel. So the motor right here goes directly to the wheel. There's no chain, no belt. It's directly connected. Now this chair, folks, because of all the motors and all the engineering, weighs about 425 pounds. So that's a lot of weight. So if you had to push it, well, it's kind of hard because it's in gear. But you can turn the power off. Right here, your motor has a lever. This is your neutral lever. Remember that. That neutral lever is right there. Push it down on both sides because you have a motor for each side, and now you can push it, okay? And when you're done, always put it back in gear. So that's basically the base of your power chair right there. Let's turn the power back on. Let's bring the seat all the way down. While the seat's going all the way down, let me show you. There's a swing away joystick here. What that means is you can get a lot closer to a dining table without damaging your joystick. If you are left-handed, we can put everything on the left side with no problem, okay? The arms on this chair are gel. This is all gel right here. You can see I'm pushing and I'm moving this around. These are real expensive arms. They're in addition, a custom piece to this chair. Gel arms on both sides, okay? The next thing we're going to do is called the electric tilt. So the electric tilt is when the seat goes back. So of course the feet in the back are connected, so they're going to go together. So, and you can see when you flip the arm, you have nothing stopping you from getting in and out of the chair if you jump from one chair to another. So this is called the electric tilt, okay? We're going to leave it there for a second. We're going to bring the legs up. Now, some of you need circulation. Well, first of all, having the seat tilted is good for your bottom, good for your back. A lot of doctors recommend that. But also, they also recommend you have circulation, keep your feet higher in your body. Look at this, folks. Now, I'm just showing you how high you can get your feet. Look at that. Now, of course, if you're sitting in the chair, this will not come down. It'll stay right there. So that's your electric feet, electric tilt. Let's bring the tilt back down. I thought it was going to come down sooner or later. We're going to bring the tilt halfway up. Even here, folks, your feet are still higher than your body right here, okay? Let's bring it all the way down. So we've covered so far 4 functions. There's only one left. It's the recline right here. So the seat is down, so we're going to do the recline. The recline is when the back right here is going back by itself. Nothing else is moving. So let's just say you want to sleep in your chair, you want to take a nap, you just want to relax. I want to show you how far it'll go. It looks like it's a full recline right here. Yep. So this is a full recline in your power chair, okay? So let's bring the recline back up, let's bring the legs back down. I'm doing 2 buttons at once. You can do all that through the joystick with 1 button through the joystick. So if you're going to go outside, you're going to want to leave those legs out, but I'm going to bring them in because I want to show you what it looks like if I turn this chair in a circle in this room. I want you to see the actual turning radius of this chair. So the seat is about, maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to bring the feet all the way in as far as they'll go, because if you have them way out there, it's going to be hard turning in your house. But if you have this chair in your house, this is what you're looking at. In a circle, okay? That's your turning circle in your house. You can go either way. The wheels will swivel the other way if you go the other way. You notice you cannot hear this chair? That's how today the engineering is so advanced. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put the legs back out, because when you go outside, you don't want to keep those legs under there. You want to make sure they're out a little bit and up a little bit, just in case you hit a curb. So about there, that's normal, okay? Let's look at the seat on this chair. Now the seat on this chair, folks, is 20 by 20. 20 by 20. This is a leather seat. You have a safety belt here. As I said earlier, the arms are gel on both sides. You have right here a USB port, so if you want to charge your phone, right here there's a charger for your phone. This is a contoured back. You may not be able to see that, but it's about, I don't know, it's contoured on both sides, maybe 3 inches. And it's a breathable material. You're not going to sweat with this material. This is a large adjustable contoured headrest. As a matter of fact, let me pull it out so you can see. You can see how large and how contoured it is. And it's really cushiony. So this is an upgrade headrest also. That's not your typical headrest you get with these chairs. They're a little bit smaller, but this one's extra large, which is even better. Okay? The next thing you have on this chair, you have headlights. These are factory headlights and tail lights, so they're the good ones. You also have hazards, left flasher, and you have right flasher. So you have headlights and taillights on this chair, as you can see. And I think we've covered just about everything on this chair. And this chair only has 13, I probably showed this at the beginning. This chair only has 13 miles, so it was used less than a month. So in case you're watching this video and you're wondering how old this chair is, it has 13 miles, was used less than a month, so it's literally brand new. That's why it's technically almost new still. And remember, this is the highest quality power chair you get in the world. So we're going to turn the lights off. and we're going to show you about charging the chair. So when you charge the chair, you'll get a charger similar to this one. This may not be the one, but this is a Permobil charger anyway, wrong end. You take your plug-in in, and it goes usually right below the joystick right here. And as soon as the light goes to 100% or full, the charger, once it recognizes the batteries are full, it'll stop charging. Okay, these are smart chargers. You can leave them plugged in unless you have a lightning storm. I wouldn't do that. All right, so let's do a quick recap what we have here. So we have one of my favorite chairs if you're looking for total comfort. This is a Permobil F3. The F stands for front wheel drive. This chair has 13 miles, so it was used less than a month. It has the 12-inch seat lift. It has the electric tilt. It has the electric recline. It has the electric feet. It has the 12-inch seat lift. And remember, when the seat is down, it sits at 23 inches, the top of the seat, okay? It has the gel arm we talked about, the swing away joystick, the safety belt, the USB port to charge your phone, the extra large headrest, the solid tires, just fully loaded. So if you're looking for a chair and you don't want to have to add anything else down the road, it comes fully equipped. This F3 right here, made by Permobil, is a great, great high-end power chair. This is such a smooth, well, it should be smooth. I mean, it's like riding on a cushion of air. So when you get, if you get this chair, it goes up to 6 miles an hour, and then make a big sweeping turn, you'll feel like the suspension is holding you. Just a great power chair. When you let go of the joystick, it stops automatically because it has built-in brakes in the motors automatically. You don't have to worry about that. I'm going to raise the seat lift right now so you can see what it looks like with the seat elevated and me driving it. Now remember, if you use the seat lift, you would do this at the mall, sidewalk, inside your house, but not in the backyard. I think we're all the way up. There we go. All right. So top speed driving this chair is 3.1 miles an hour. So this chair will drive faster than walking speed, even with the seat elevated. Walking speed is about 2.2. This is about 3.1. So as I said, you'd be at eye level with someone. This chair has a seat lift, the tilt, the recline, the electric feet, the headlights, the tail light, the swing away joystick, the leather seat, the contoured back, the suspension all the way around. And I think it only has like 12, 13 hours. It's literally brand new, folks. Of course, this is the top of the line in power chairs. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.